adventure pug. We just arrived at the cottage. It's about 4:20-ish. Not sure if I want to put my bathing suit on and get in the water or if I just want to relax, but I want to do something. It's like that weird time in the day where you're like kind of winding down. I'm such a grandma, but yeah, you're kind of winding down, getting ready for dinner, but our day was, I don't know. We usually come here at night, so coming here midday is a bit weird. But yeah, the weather's gorgeous and it's nice to be here for a couple days. Yeah, I think I might get my bathing suit on and just relax on the dock and listen to these beautiful nature sounds. Oh crap. My battery's gonna die, so I better get going. Thought this was some sort of prehistoric dinosaur egg, but upon further investigation, it appears that it is just a fungi, mushroom, whatever. My first soul path read went so well yesterday with Toby. I'm gonna link all his info and his website in the description below, but it was just so nice. It felt very real and honest, and what a cool experience to have someone tap into your energy from, you know, across the continent, essentially. And, you know, I think we all have that power within ourselves. I just think it could sometimes get lost in, you know, the hustle and bustle of life and stresses and worries and kind of being, you know, always on the go. And it's so important to be still and connect with yourself and tune in and observe all of your thoughts outside of yourself, if that makes any sense. I highly recommend it to anybody who is looking for some clarity or someone who's just looking to have a conversation with a perfect stranger. So be sure to check him out, follow him on Instagram, and yeah, super, super cool.
Marsha, I know nothing about you. I purposely didn't want to be distracted or influenced by looking at your social media, so I don't know anything about you except your name is Marsha and you are our friend Mary's friend. And I just tuned into your energy and it was really fun. So may I start sharing with you what came up today?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I get my information when I tune into people's soul path and soul purposes very visually. Sometimes I get words and phrases too, but I'm very visual in my intuition. And when I tuned into you, the first thing I saw almost just looked silly. So I was like, oh, come on, give me something a little more adult than this. But what I saw was cartoonish. And at first I was like, but then I tuned into the symbolism and I was like, this is great. So I saw like a cartoonish flying saucer come down and land, and it landed on the ground, and there were several Pac-Man looking characters. Do you remember that old 80s video game Pac-Man? They're very just geometrically shaped characters, not a lot of dynamics to them. They're just these little flat geometric characters. There were several of those on the ground when you flew in and you were piloting this spaceship, flying saucer thing. You landed it, and you were alone in that spaceship. And it was interesting, when I get this spaceship alien kind of energy, usually I think someone feels like an alien, like they don't fit anywhere, they don't belong. That was not what I was getting from you, though. It was like you were coming into this situation with these diverse, different cartoonish characters. They were all monochrome, which was an important part of it. They were all just kind of like Pac-Man characters, not super exciting. And it was so interesting because they were all diverse. They were all so different than you, but you felt comfortable going into this foreign environment, and they weren't scared of you. They were curious about you and drawn to you. You, Marsha, you are the alien, the thought leader, the pioneer. Those words verbatim came through to me. So I don't know you, I don't know what you're all about, but I was getting that you are a thought leader. You are someone who challenges people, not in a pushy fight sort of way, but just by virtue of who you are, you challenge people to think differently, to open up and expand their thinking about themselves, about the world we're in, about this universe and how it all works, how we fit into it, how we interact with it.
I don't normally like marshmallows. The texture is just weird to me, and I'm a weird texture kind of person. Like, if the texture's off, I hate it. But when I'm at the cottage, there's just something about s'mores that I instantly crave. So I'm gonna make some without a fire. So I'd like to conclude this vlog with a little story time. I remember when I was growing up, my dad would always say things like, you know, as you get older, you kind of look for more quiet and more peace, like in your daily surroundings, in your daily life. And I was always like, no way, like how can you live in like the countryside or not 10 minutes away from a mall or a plaza, your friends? And I guess that's the bit that kind of alludes to when you're older. And that could be, you know, when you're 30, or it could be when you're 60. But as I started to get older and understand myself more and my nuances and the waves of my emotions, you know, and that could correlate with your cycle if you're a girl or a woman. And I found myself around, I don't know, a few years ago, always running away to nature and finding that stillness and observing nature in her natural habitat and how environment, and how she kind of flows and allows and rebuilds and grows. And I think it's so important to find that within yourself. And for me, I found that stillness and that calm in my daily yoga practice and in being out in the woods and connecting with nature to the best of my ability whenever I can. And just being present and silencing your mind, and how easy that sounds, but how difficult it is. You know, packing up a backpack or a purse or whatever, or just your car, and driving out of town and going on a nature hike, or sitting by a body of water if you have the privilege to be next to an ocean. The water is so transformative. So yeah, I think it's crucial. It's crucial to go out in nature and hug a tree and get your hands and feet dirty and look at all the interesting plants and just observe. Just observe, because I think, you know, with all the advancements that we've come with as the human species, I don't think that it can outgrow or outdo the perfection that nature is. And what a way to end this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, share the love, and until next time.